Please take your prop with you. It's like I'm carrying the weight of this whole visual album on my back, plus all the emotional weight of everything I've been through to create it. I'm not gonna carry a teacup as well. Ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, hold on tight, because today we are watching the visual album by Jade. That's showbiz, baby. I'm Vicky. I'm a therapist who loves talking about pop music. When I first listened to this album, it was with just the music, just the lyrics. And I did wonder a few times, are there music videos? It feels like there should be. And you guys let me know that there's a whole visual album. I don't know if it's going to be visualizer style, where there are sort of short clips that are just played over and over, or if Jade has actually made a music video for every single track on this album. I'm excited to find out. We'll see how it goes. You guys also recommended a lot of other Jade music videos, performances, and I definitely want to check them out. I don't know if I'll do it today, because if I'm about to consume 14 music videos, that's enough for my brain for one day. So it may be that I make a separate video at some point. Also, I have to say that copyright issues are really frustrating on YouTube. So I don't know yet if I'll have to cut down these songs, alter the videos, blur them, crop them. I don't know yet. It may be that I have to make a separate video for those performances where I just talk about them rather than react live. I don't know what I'll have to do, but please bear with me. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I'm excited. Let's get into this. Okay. I was expecting something with the younger self, but not this early and not this beautifully. How does she get clips of her younger self basically singing this song? Oh my god, you could just feel the humor. I mean, I could feel how funny she was, just the fact that the line is when the camera flashy, and just how she's so theatrical already, where she switches into that smile. In the song Tar as well, she talks about how she knows how to put on the smile, right? Oh, the fact that her scream blends in with the scream of the fans. Her intense pain equals the fans' excitement. It's like you can't have one without the other in a way. Ooh, that's powerful. Ah, the walk, yes. Of course, she dances amazingly too. The anger. I'm never gonna hear the ahs in this song the same way again. The scream, it's a scream. She's like screaming to us. She's screaming at herself. Clearly, there are two parts of herself interacting here. Whoa, and she's in the audience too. Okay. I just want to say the album cover, the fact that she has so many versions of herself on the album cover, and she kind of brings them together on this album. She's doing that in this music video too. You can see the more angelic, sort of innocent part looking down. You can see the really angry part, which is understandable that if you are in this position of fame, you are experiencing this relationship with fame that the song describes. There are going to be moments of intense rage potentially. But then the fact that they're mixing in those clips of her younger self and those early performances at the same time, it's showing how long she has desired to be where she is right now. She's been working so hard, singing in the streets. I don't know if she actually did that, but the sort of metaphorical rags to riches story. But I really appreciate how even though she has reached the peak, the sort of dream, she's not afraid to say, it's not as perfectly heavenly, angelic as maybe people think it is. She's owning the frustration while also honoring the glamour that comes with it. Okay, so is this a continuation of the story? Did she just lick a cat? Amazing. Okay, kitty got claws, so she licked a kitty. Makes sense. Oh my gosh, what an actress! The facial expressions I love. Oh, she's wild. Oh. I so appreciate the skill it takes to switch, like from one second to the other. She's going from playful to wild to glamorous to furious. And honestly, that is showbiz, baby. Oh my gosh. I love her facial expressions. What's really cool about that one, how technically simple the set is. She's just in the one room with plates and a cat and a guy watching her. But she kind of takes advantage of what on paper is a pretty simple setup to show us her absolute range of emotions, of talents. Did you see her do the split of acting ability and just the ability to feel and convey all these emotions? And then of course how she is interacting with the guy shows potentially her frustration with the industry or certain specific people in the industry. Very cool. I need you to listen, but you won't. Hurt me now and all I see is red. You know you push me to the end. Talk about switching from one feeling to the next in a split second, and then she can switch back, which is almost more impressive.
Oh, look at you two. So disgustingly good looking. How long have you been together?
Too long, mate.
Oh. Scream again. This is amazing. Oh my god, I love it. The slamming against the wall. Yes, the nail. We should have known that the long nail on the middle finger would have superpowers. Of course it does. Best actress, I mean. Oh, yeah, the visual really brings out that part of the song. It's a short part of this song, that going back and forth of don't walk away, just walk away, don't, but do. It really captures the complex relationship. It's this real internal conflict because on the one hand, it's an FU, but it's an FU for now. Later, I'm gonna want you to come back. There's a part of you that wants to push this person away, but there's a part of you that wants to keep them very, very close. And you can see that conflict in her face during that part.
So good. My God.
Little bloopers reel.
Nice to see you.
You filmed that badly?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were
Is that
great.
her boyfriend?
Thank you.
The fact there's a little bloopers reel that sort of feels real at the end just blurs the line more for me between the storytelling of I'm gonna smile externally and seem okay, but internally there's rage. And I'm kind of in this love-hate relationship with the person or with fame. And because in the video we're seeing her being nice and sort of seeming happy and smiling when actually she's like really, really angry internally. And then in the bloopers reel, we see her being really nice and friendly. Kind of throws you off. It's like, wait, what's real? What's not real? When is there acting? When is she exaggerating feelings due to a performance versus that's just how intense they are. I kind of like the blurry line between the art and the reality. Maybe life is art. Life imitates art. Art imitates life. It's an interesting relationship. This is a really cool signature, by the way. Plastic box.
I'm trying to be cool, but
That dress. She looks like an angel mermaid. Beautiful. What the heck?
can I have your heart in a plastic box? Never used but a game until
Love that she's taking full advantage of the box to make those poses. Just the way she looks so flawless here, and each pose, each shot is flawless. I feel like that represents what we do in our minds. Like when we're in the position of this song and we compare ourselves to someone in the past or somehow distanced from us, we can idealize them. We can imagine them in this way, dressed beautifully, hair perfect. And it's always this sort of comparison that puts us lower on the hierarchy. So it's almost like she's representing that ideal that she's comparing herself to.
can I have your heart in a plastic box?
Whoa. Interesting that the heart is not in the plastic box. She's in the plastic box. She can't get to the heart. Maybe some of the fear expressed in this song is around, will I actually be able to enter your heart and be able to get intimate with you? And wanting the heart to come in a plastic box is a sort of way of, okay, at least I know it's clean and that will be easier to get into it. But actually these visuals are suggesting a box is very restrictive, actually. We can idealize it in our minds like, oh great, a lovely clean heart fresh from the box. But if there's a box either around the heart or in this case around the person, that also can prevent intimacy. So it's almost like challenging the thoughts expressed in the song.
Are you sure you feel
She broke it. She broke the glass. She got it.
I read it in your handwriting.
Oh, it was a disguise.
It's irrational and impossible.
Did the heart grow? It's getting bigger and bigger. Love this dancing. Oh. She's running. Run fast before the X catches up with you and gets the heart again. Why is the heart wrapped in wire in that way? It's like barbed wire, isn't it? Maybe it's another form of protection for the heart, a sort of sense of, okay, if we wrap the wire around it, then no one can really touch it or truly get to it. But as she tells us in Glitch, defense mechanisms can actually come back to bite you. And I wonder if in this video, it's the barbed wire that's there for protection initially is the thing that pops the heart and just makes it explode in the end. It just made me think of the I'm gonna hold your hand until my heart explodes line. It's a really interesting video because I do feel like in some ways it's challenging some of the thought process in the song, which once again would be Jade showing us how self-aware she is. It's almost like the video is the external perspective on the song and sort of saying, well, protection is not always gonna work the way that you hope that it would.
Ladies and gentlemen, days and dams.
Yay!
Hold on tight. The performance is about to begin.
By the way, found out that this voice is Nshudi Gatwa from, I know him from Sex Education, iconic performance in that, which makes me love it even more. You know how sometimes on your first listen you have standouts and then on your second listen you have like slightly different standouts? For me, on my second listen, Midnight Cowboy was, wow, just huge standout. Love this song and I feel like I keep loving it more the more I hear it.
Flash photography and video is encouraged.
Taking off the wig,
Enjoy the show.
taking off the jacket.
Maybe I've been there. I'm a real wild bitch, yeah, I'm into. I'ma show you the ropes, get your whipped on it.
Wow, this is not what I expected for this song. What did I expect for this song? Maybe this is too literal, but I was imagining a stage, like a performance, either circus-like imagery or cowboy hats and imagery. She is taking the midnight part of it literally though.
Giddy up, it's the wild, wild west, and you know I come sneak since I'm making that cowboy. Hey, never find a last to show you what the back to come.
Yes. You know what's really cool about this? This kind of song could easily be made with a very high budget video, crazy costumes, crazy dance moves, but she has chosen to do it in the most relatable way possible. She's actually modeling for us, like, you can go out to your local fountain and dance around, feel good in your body, and just appreciate this song in like a really normal setting. Even the clothes she's wearing feel accessible. Just the whole vibe feels really accessible. So she's making a song that I think you could easily make inaccessible to people, actually like very human, very relatable somehow.
Giddy up, it's the wild, wild west, and I think it's about time for the midnight cowboy.
Is he not gonna show up for this video? Another scream. Yee-haw is a scream. I feel like I'm just gonna imagine screams now for all of these moments in the album.
I'ma show you the ropes, get your whips on her. And I know you needed something you could sing for.
See, there are not even ropes. She could have used ropes in the video. No. She's saying, I, in my everyday clothes, in an everyday normal location, am the ride of your life. I'm not a rental. And that's the reality. Who is it? Oh.
I'm really setting up
Ooh, you better put your hands together and make it clap for Miss Jane. That was a performance.
Yeah. Oh, and she's alone. I love that. She's just performing just where she is for no one, for herself. It's a performance for herself. It's really beautiful. Okay, different aesthetic for this one.
passion. Hey, if you like it, we got like a stretch.
Oh my god, these colors fit perfectly with this song. This is the exact, wow. Do you ever just have that moment where you just click, you see a visual and it just makes perfect sense for the song? These are the exact colors of this song. This is exactly what it should be.
It can be loopy, it can be kinky, it can be hot, and that's okay.
That's okay.
Bring all of that freaky shit tonight.
Sing it, girl.
Look at the time that we lost, trying to be who we're not. Yeah,
I love when there's special attention page, just like the little voices.
passion, 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 passion. Hey,
It girl.
passion, passion, passion.
I did not expect that face.
Like a stretch.
Who is this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna ruin the perfect fantasy.
If you like it weird, I like it.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. She's possessed. She's bringing a zombie to life. Yeah, of course everyone's terrified. Not just fantasy anymore. Oh my god, she's totally flipped the meaning of that on its head. The video is about how this perfect fantasy of gorgeous colors, people dancing, Jade looking amazing, can just flip into like a horror movie. She's saying it's not your fantasy anymore, it's a horror movie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my god. Wow, that one made me appreciate the song a lot more because I was thinking about it as being an invitation to make a fantasy a reality. But now that I have the option of thinking of it as being about making a beautiful fantasy world into a horror world, I like it even more. Well done.
Take a seat, there's
Oh my god, I just got chills. Is this Jade needing to work while finding out about her mother's illness and trying to balance smiling for the camera and managing what her mother is suffering through? Oh my gosh.
If I lose you now, then I lose it all. Don't know
Glitch.
what
The fact she's carrying the glitch on her shirt. I wonder if the glitch, being that critical voice, is coming up in these moments and is telling her, you're not doing enough. Either way, you're not doing enough to support your mom, or you're not doing enough work. You need to be more present at work in these photo shoots. You can't be having a sad face. These are two songs I wouldn't have thought to connect in this way, but I feel like the video is bringing them together in this way.
I will hold your hand forever, even if my heart explodes.
Wow, I feel like we've already seen so many clips of this where she's clearly doing something work related and then she's on the phone, I'm assuming to her mother because that's who the song is about. And I don't know if this is live footage or filmed. Either way, this is really illustrating just how in the back of your mind this kind of worry about a person that you love can be. It's persistent. It's always there. Whether or not you're on the phone, there's just this underlying sense of concern and maybe even dread of sort of what is the next phone call going to bring? I can't talk now, I'm in a teacup. In the video for It Girl, oh, and a few videos, but that one stands out, she really showcases her ability to switch from emotion to emotion. It's like a skill, right? And in that video, she's showing it as an artistic skill. In this video, she's showing us how it can also be a life skill because there are certain demands of you. There's a whole crew of people here expecting you to, in a certain time frame, be able to film a video, film yourself in the teacup, and you need to be able to switch from work to phone call and back really efficiently. Whew. Wanting to escape. Wanting to escape show business, maybe to run towards what really matters. The amount of times in this video that the shots switch back and forth from being on the phone to working, it was so many times. They didn't have to switch back and forth in that way so many times, which makes me think it's intentional. And that amount of switching is there to show us just how relentless the inner battle is of, do I stay here? Do I work? Or do I run off and tend to my family, to the people that I care about? When she runs out of the building with the phone, there's kind of a choice being made there around maybe what to prioritize. I don't know, that's hard. And just that line, I can't talk right now, I'm in a teacup. It almost highlights how ridiculous it is. I think this is a human feeling where sometimes we can stress about things like work, which I mean are worth stressing over. Like work is important, but every now and then we might get this little moment of like, oh, wait a second, this is ridiculous what I'm doing right now. Like this thing that I'm focusing on that consumes so much energy and feels so important so much of the time is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Like maybe there is something else that actually matters more to me in this moment. I feel like this video captures some of that shift in perspective in a way. There's so much to digest here. Self-saboteur.
I hate when I give up. I don't get hurt.
She just blow that
If
up.
you're bringing heaven to me, why do I put me through hell? You're bringing heaven to me. Someday
What a fantastic way to illustrate self-sabotage. You get a cake, you put your face on it, and then you dig into it like you're stabbing your own face. Beautiful. She's kind of boring, it says. She needs more eyebrows. Okay, these lines are references to her songs, but some of those previous lines that are shown as commenters, like maybe fans watching the live and being kind of rude to her, maybe also reflect her internal voice, her glitch, her self-sabotage voice of what she says to herself. What is this? 2 out of 10 for the face, 7 out of 10 body, and maybe 10 out of 10 for the voice. Just the experience of being rated in this way, as if humans can fit into 3 numbers, as if you can even do that. This song on its own makes me think of her self-sabotaging in a relationship. It very much feels like an internal battle on the song. But what this video is capturing is how it's not just the internal that you're battling. You've got to battle the external critical voices while you are battling the internal ones. So in a way, the video is capturing why it's so difficult to stop self-sabotaging, because when you have this much external input, you will always be able to find a comment like this that's going to confirm your negative self-beliefs. And so anything you're already thinking and doubting about yourself can just be amplified, so it makes it even harder to do something about it.
I'm always fucking it up. Self-saboteur. I'm feeling shackled.
She needs stream training. The irony is this is so much better quality than most lives. She is doing so much. She is giving so much of herself and so many versions of herself in these clips. And of course, there's always going to be someone, there's always going to be a voice that says it's not good enough. The glitch is here, of course, of course. This song is probably the most obvious connection to Glitch. Where I did not expect to see it was in Unconditional, but that is also a really interesting connection with Glitch to me. Maybe Glitch is kind of linked to all of the songs in a way. She needs to put more effort in. Oh, it's never good enough, is it? I love the cake metaphor. Keep shining, queen. Once again, playing with this idea of she is watching herself. She can observe herself. She's aware of herself. And I don't know about you, but the experience of having that just fixed on the screen and seeing all the comments coming through, it's kind of dizzying for me to see so many different opinions in such a short amount of time. So just watching a live as an external observer can be dizzying. Now, imagine that you are the one in the video and you are watching yourself with your own critical voice, and you are reading a million comments with a full range. Like, some of them are nice, some of them are cruel, some of them are in between, some of them are just lyrics, but you're just taking it all in while you're also having your own feelings about it. Talk about an overwhelming experience. Lip service. This is the kind of thing that works really well for a visual album when you're working with audio that already connects one song into the next song and they flow together in that way.
You have reached JADE station. Please hold for Angel.
Angel of my dreams.
You know I say you never had a vibe like this.
So
So take your time to
flirty.
come and vibe with me instead. Savage. Just wanna pick in the bag, yeah. Ooh, the whole situation's out of control. It's just the feeling of fire, yeah.
Has anyone tried calling this number? See what happens.
'Cause I'm burning up, burning up, burning up with all the nasty little bugs.
I feel like don't hang up now is a metaphor. That's all I'm gonna say.
I made my moves on you and then I know you can't keep your
A
lips off
crime.
it.
Oh, her face.
Ooh, yeah, I want your love like that. But can you back it up? Can never have enough of all this.
She's tired. The lyrics saying, can never get enough of this. And she's like, after the phone call's done, she's so done.
Get lip service.
Once again, using the visuals to kind of play with the meaning of this song. And once again, showing us something she does really well, like the glamorous shot with like the wind blowing and the attitude. And she's just a performer, isn't she? The walk. These are all outfits from previous videos, aren't they? Is she judging herself? Are these the 4 versions of the glitch voice that judge herself?
And I know you got work in the morning, darling. I know it's not fun.
This look looks familiar. Wasn't it in the Unconditional video? She must have been filming near the stage with this hair and makeup while also getting those phone calls.
My baby pull me closer. He whispered in my ear. He say I love you so much, even though you are such a headache like a
Angel. That pause there is so convenient. You are such a. She's like, Angel. And then she's like, headache. I seem like an angel, but really I'm a headache.
Tryna hurry me up the stairs. Like sugar and spice, they try to make me stuck and I take it there.
At this point, I feel like the judges would have said it's a no for me, but she just keeps going. She's like, wait, I've got more dance moves. I have to show you more.
Inside your mind I'm bumping. I know I wind you up. I like to tell you one thing, then go and switch it up.
The shots switching from judges laughing to judges judging. She was showing us before how easily and how quickly she can switch roles or moods or positions if she needs to. And actually, maybe the internal dialogue can also switch from the affirmations to the criticism, judgment just as quickly.
You say I love you so much, even though you are such a headache like a drill inside your brain.
Do you see that? The pause is so convenient. You can put anything you want in that little pause.
Even though you are such a headache like a drill inside your brain. Headache 'cause I'm driving you insane. Your headache, but you love me anyway.
The fan on the armpit. Ah, okay. It's the teacup. Oh. Whoa, I'm trying to process right now. The choice to show us how she was actually feeling while she was filming this scene, before she even shows us this scene, makes it almost inevitable that we're going to have mixed feelings about this scene. If we had seen this before Unconditional, it would have been easy to take it as, oh, this is fun, this is extra, this is so theatrical. But now we can't unsee the reality of how it was for her to film it. Wow, we almost never get bloopers or behind the scenes before the finished product. But this opens up a whole Pandora's box, to use a phrase, of possibilities. What would it be like if we could see all the behind the scenes before the real footage? Oh, a little bit of sadness there. Okay. And the beautiful performance intention starts to fall apart, literally because of the hair and emotionally because of what we know about it. Wow. The fact the hair falls off, but she chooses to still hold onto it, even use it as part of the performance, maybe symbolizes how you can actually use the reality. The reality is it's fake hair, right? You can use the reality and incorporate that into the art, into the fiction, just like she used the behind the scenes footage and incorporated it into the music video. I feel like she's once again playing with that line between reality and art, and once again indirectly raising questions about who is this all for? What is this for? Is she performing to herself, for versions of herself? Kind of like in Midnight Cowboy, where she was performing just with herself, just for herself, and potentially even asking, is it worth it? If parts of you are going to fall off, I know the hair is fake, but it's sort of symbolic, like you're losing something, something is falling apart here. Is that worth it when you have a parent who is unwell, who's calling you on the phone while you're working? So many layers to all of this. Please take your prop with you. Is that the teacup or the hair? She's like, I can only carry this spoon. I've carried enough. It's like I'm carrying the weight of this whole visual album on my back, plus all the emotional weight of everything I've been through to create it. I'm not going to carry a teacup as well. Amazing.
It's hard to love you when you hate yourself.
Throw me them roses.
Someone's gotta say it. 'Cause you were all snakes, no letters. You're happiest when you make me sadder. Tried to help you, but it didn't matter. You're a natural disaster. Trying to build a bridge out of matches.
This song is so incredibly powerful.
Everything you touch turns to ashes. You're a natural disaster.
Let me ask you this. Why is the simplest, putting simplest in quotes, video, this one, for this song? Why does such a powerful song get such a simple music video? This is more on the visualizer side, where it's the short clip being played over and over again.
Can't be there for you without negatively impacting my mental health.
When I hear this, I can't unhear natural disaster, or this idea that there's maybe a tsunami in the music. The production is so powerful in those drops. The closest we come to the visual that I get when I hear this song, the tsunami, is these roses. They're being thrown, but this person is receiving them. Is it a cold reaction? Is it that they don't care? Is it that they can't move? I don't know. There is just something uncomfortable about this dynamic. The fact that there are many roses being thrown. There's so many, it feels like there must be multiple people throwing them, but it's almost like they're not welcome or they won't make a difference. I mean, this song is describing someone who is a disaster of a person. They're a disaster to be around, and it sounds like someone, there's not much really that you can do to change them. So I really don't know about this one. Kind of leaves me feeling a bit confused, but I'd love to hear your theories. Really interesting though that this is the first one where we have not seen Jade's face. I don't know if these are Jade's boots, but we haven't seen her face like in the other ones. I know I joked at the end of the previous song, she's been carrying the weight of this visual album on her back. Maybe she got tired and she just didn't want to be the face of the whole thing anymore. Glitch! I love Glitch. Okay, we've got the t-shirts back from before. Fighting with herself. Do they all say glitch, 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 glitch? Is this because there are different versions of glitch or different parts of the self? Or is this just because the glitch voice is so loud that it feels like there are multiple of them in your brain?
Being here with you is like a prison. How you keeping killing my ambition?
Prison. It's like all these women are trapped in this house together. This pose, so beautiful. Not the cigarette ashes in the eggs. No, no, glitch, stop. Get out of my fucking eggs.
Get out of my head, get out of my fucking skin. It's telling me lies, telling me how it is.
There's like a witch ritual, some sort of calling in the powers, the energy, like a conspiracy against herself. I mean, that is kind of what she's describing in this song. Like this voice comes in with so much power and just kind of leads the conversation and hijacks her decisions, almost like it possesses her in some way.
You're just focusing on every imperfection. Middle finger to my reflection.
Where is the long fingernail on the middle finger when you need it?
Why don't you?
Wow, of course. The scene in the bathroom where she's on the toilet watching the live of Saboteur. Of course, it's her glitch voice dressed like this in that video that's watching it. So we understand why she's getting a really self-critical perspective on that whole experience. It's a great dance move, the hands for that part. Really cool how these dancers are glitching and changing places so quickly. It captures how confusing it can feel when you have what seem like very different internal voices sort of telling you one thing and suddenly there's a new thought popping up and there's a new thought that seems to contradict the previous thought. You're not really sure where they're coming from, what's real, what's not real, what's you, what's maybe something you've internalized. And of course they fight with each other. Not the hair. I hope no hair was harmed in the filming of this visual album. The walking backwards, this, she's like walking backwards. That internal glitch really can feel like it's setting you back. It's that feeling of, I took 2 steps forward in my personal growth. Why are you cutting me back down and bringing me back again? Just chaos. Oh, wow. I think the cake with the face is still my favorite self-sabotage imagery, but eating the picture of the face is also honorable mention. The line, if I could, I would amputate you, holds a lot of frustration. I mean, you only say that when you get to that point where you're like, I truly have had enough. I just want to cut you out of my head. And if you take that rage plus the rage and just aggression of the glitch voice, you can see why there's so much fighting and chaos and internal tension in this house that is her heart. The house that is a heart. I don't think the Encore has a visual album, does it? But If My Heart Was a House, probably one of my favorite songs. So the house that they're in, that they're a prison in, represents the mental, the internal house. And yeah, just the wild chaos, aggression, tension is captured so well in these visuals. And of course, the red tights, red being anger, intensity, passion. Oh my God. I don't think I'm ready for an inner child song with a child. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Okay, Jade, rip my heart out.
You think one baby, but you forget lately. And it's staring us
singing so long and been wanting to be Big Jade just the way that she is for so long. And that imagery before where little Jade is on the bed singing to older Jade, and older Jade seems like she's not even hearing her, she's not seeing her, but little Jade really wants to get her attention. Maybe this is what healing looks like when adult Jade and little Jade can come together, connect, have fun, and share their passion for being free. The way they're running just gives this sort of free feeling, and also their passion for music.
Would you put me in the spotlight on the main stage of your mind so we can both shine?
Shine.
Wish you could see me as a star.
Oh my gosh, that image, these images. This is so beautiful.
It's a crime of me, call the love police, you keep hurting me, I'm begging you to
So cute. She's watching. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I wonder what it felt like for Jade to film this. In this imagery, there is something really, truly therapeutic and healing. And if you are someone who maybe in therapy, maybe just on your own, have reflected on your inner child and maybe certain dreams you had, emotional needs you had as a child, if you needed a certain kind of love and attention and didn't get it, that need doesn't just magically like get filled unless you actively take steps to work on that. So this is maybe not for everyone. I know visualizations don't necessarily work for everyone, but just visualizing yourself, your adult self in this way, holding the hand of your inner child, I believe is so, so powerful and can change so much in your perspective and how you feel potentially, because it's about seeing that younger self and doing it in a really compassionate way with the handhold where you're not beating yourself up. It's not the glitch holding her hand. This is a human, kind, imperfect, but good enough adult self that is reaching out and holding the hand of that younger self. It's just so beautiful.
why don't you girls stay?
When they're looking in the mirror and doing the same hand motions, including the stop, is such a contrast from the beginning, where Jade is looking in the mirror and only seeing her current self, not hearing or seeing the younger self in the background talking. I feel like the video is telling the story of how it's a relationship that takes practice and effort to build that connection, and there will be moments where maybe you don't feel as connected to your younger self, but that there's opportunity to reconnect. And maybe that's what it's about. It's not about having this perfect hand-holding experience throughout the whole video. It's about maybe catching yourself noticing when you are ignoring that little voice and maybe just bringing it back into the foreground a little bit. Oh, did she go on stage with her? It's so beautiful. It's like little Jade is saying, well, don't forget me, even in your high moments, in your low moments, like I'm still here. And obviously the whole video is Jade saying, yeah, I hear you. I'm trying. I'm gonna do my best to give you that attention. That song was already powerful as is, but you add this music video and just, oh, so, so beautiful. Okay. Playing lip service at the silent disco. Ah, yes.
That was brilliant. Next up, we have Jade and Jordan. Hey!
Aww. Okay, this is her real life boyfriend, right?
Easy, it's a love so sick, got me queasy.
Wait, stop. You telling me this is the older version of them?
With the passion blow the roof. Might look a little stupid to them, but to us it's something, and I love it. A silent
Why
disco we made.
is this so fucking cute?
And though it's everything changes, a silent disco we blaze. On the menu as I flick through, got the options too, but I pick you always.
The way she tricked me, starting off playing lip service, and you think it's gonna be, I don't know, a different video. And then wait.
Split the bill and then I take it back to our place. Skip a course tonight, I'm your dessert, babe. Wrap it for your hand when it's
There she is.
all day when you make.
Glitch is present, but Glitch is off to the sidelines. Glitch is not running the show.
And it's our private party. Oh, might look a little stupid to them, but to us it's something.
Oh my gosh. So cute.
A silent disco we blaze.
So much joy. So much hope as well placed in the relationship. God, her voice. Well, isn't that the cutest freaking thing you've seen all day, all year, potentially? Oh, wow, that makes it an even more powerful song to end on, because so much of this visual album is highlighting the challenges, the conflicts, the anger, the exhaustion, the worry, and to end on such a hopeful note. I see this video for Silent Disco as really, really hopeful, because first of all, she's saying, I'm hopeful that we're gonna live that long. I'm also hopeful that this relationship is going to last that long. And I'm hopeful that there's a way to live, even when Glitch is in the room, there's a way to still find joy and connection and put all of those worries and all of those other things aside, if only for a moment. There's hope that we can do that. That's beautiful. She really did just make 14 music videos for this whole album. And I love how playful and artistic she was with it. She didn't take the songs literally. She kind of offered new perspectives and more layers to the songs. Plastic Box really stands out to me, kind of playing with that idea of perfection and perfect protection and whether that can actually exist when it comes to emotions. The Glitch one was so well done. Just all those glitches internally that fight with each other, that fight with us. It's so exhausting. And then of course, Before You Break My Heart with the inner child. Oh my gosh, Jade, this is art. This is storytelling at its finest. I mean, vocals and dancing at its finest, obviously. Truly well done. Well done, Jade. You know what I really feel from this is how much she gives herself to the art. Not all artists do that or are able to do that. And it can absolutely come with challenges and consequences when you give yourself so fully. But I can see why so many people feel drawn to her, feel spoken to by Jade, because she just gives. Like she's opening up her heart and mind and letting us in and letting it out. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you guys for recommending this. Thank you for discovering Jade with me. If you haven't watched my first reaction yet, I will link that in the description below. I'm just gonna go digest this now. Thank you guys again. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.